Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Returner decides to fair catch this. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Takes the handoff. It's Guerrero. Breaking free at the 35. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Same tailback, another carry. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Powers through a tackle. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust.
Caught quickly. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Guerrero. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Fights off a defender. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. They're going to run it. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Here comes a handoff. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Handoff heading left. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Canes will look to convert here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, up and good. BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion at the big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Oh, it's a reverse. Gets some space around the 30.
That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's Guerrero. It's a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Oh, here comes the reverse. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Try to keep the drive going. Looking to pass. It's Webb. The pass rush closing in. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And there's the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. He missed it. And that one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's caught. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that short completion. They're going to run it here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of blocking in on him to negate his big play ability.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Canes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Canes have 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The Canes are going to cash in this red zone trip. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The back's got it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Rhodes. The Hurricanes come to the line to run the hurry up. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They'll hand it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And the Horned Frogs will line up to boot it away. And a low line drive, ugly punt. Can they catch him? And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Touchdown, Canes. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the TCU offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Webb. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he's got it. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sideline. It's Guerrero. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown for the U. No chance to catch him. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
No problem with B&T right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Guerrero. And he'll be brought down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. To throw, it's Webb. He'll take a deep shot here. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the TCU offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. They'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Chris is... Down. It has been a rough day for this offense, just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring out the third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Inside the 35-yard line. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Looking to throw it on first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Trying to extend the play. He left with no option, just has to throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Escapes the sack. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The Horned Frogs are in the red zone. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. It's becoming a long march. The 11th play coming up. He decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Webb. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape it, down he goes. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
that attempt. We'll see if the third time is a charm. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Let's say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.